accountability partner roast your music. And I'm actually, okay, just gonna set it up so that it goes to the browser that I want. We're gonna be, oh, come on. Doodaloo, 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 doodaloo. Here we go. Ba-bum. Just start getting things set up. I apologize for the lateness. I decided to do 2 loads of laundry before the morning writing today, and actually the second load will be coming out of the dryer in the next couple of minutes. So I am gonna have to wander off when that happens. But I promise I'll be right back when it does occur. So let's go ahead and start getting things set up for today. Did you do that one? Yes, I already did that one. That is all of that. Okay, so this gets set to the back. This is already set, so I can close it. And I'm not going to put anything in this chat because there's nobody in the Twitch chat at the moment. So even if they opened it, they wouldn't see what I had just typed. Because that's been my experience with the chat. I don't know why Twitch does that. You see, on YouTube, if I close this window and opened it again, this would come back in the live chat. It would still be here. But if I closed the Twitch window, having chatted in it, and then reopened it, what I had typed and what I had seen would all go away. And that is not my favorite, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so today, doodaloo. I will look at the chat at the end, I promise. That's when I look at it. Right now I'm doing the work. And today, a lesson goes out Great. I just have to catch up on the journaling before I can put it out. Maybe I should change the view while I'm in my journal. Just while I'm journaling. Five directions first, 7 and 1 blow next. I probably don't need to narrate all of the things that I'm doing. "58 days into 100, and I'm still trying to figure out exactly what is the best way to speak to the camera and to anybody who is potentially watching." Alright, when I'm done journaling, I will go back, screen style, like that. So you could be, let's see, today's lesson is branding. Not too far. Here it is. It's the whole lesson. There you go. I feel like checking that out while I do my journaling. Also, that happily ever out there, that is an old journaling prompt that I put out the other day. So if you want to do your own journaling while I finish up mine, go for it. Quite finished, but the laundry is done, so I've got to do some maneuvering for that. Do-do-do-do. Not proper folding, I'm just flattening everything so it doesn't cool off and then stay wrinkled. This is gonna go hung up. This gets hung up. All I will finish handling after my morning writing. All right, last of the journaling. And that's my morning journaling. All done. For the morning journaling is all done, not the morning writing. I got my morning journaling in late because I was doing the loads of laundry this morning. You can't read. My handwriting is backwards. No, my handwriting is literally backwards, which you can tell by the fact that numbers are not backwards, just words. Words and letters in print are forwards, numbers are forwards, and everything else is backwards. Sigils are just sigils. They don't really have a forwards or a backwards. I'm not saying that they're reversible, it's just that's just how I drew it. So now I get to actually do writing. Go live, check, catch up on journaling. Check. And now, actually, post lesson on branding. Nope, that's not what I meant to click. Oh, this. see. Full up. have to tell you to fucking ignore that. Oh, for Christ's sake, I do not have brain space for editing! Ugh. Alright, we're skipping to the other project early. Early. Other project time. My god. And, okay, cool. Cool. For those of you who watch this regularly and actually listen to the shit that I say in these videos, today, being day 58 of 100, is actually, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, day 6 of my period being late. My whole head feels so funky. Oh, and I have like the weirdest nose itch. It's oh my god, the hell? My back. Colored Pop-Tarts. Snack of champions. Alright. Yep. You know what you could do. This is what you're gonna do. I didn't need to do that. Oh, it's fine. Oh, it's gonna be fine. I need to do the other thing first. Bum, bum, bum. Dear Rose, why do you torture yourself when you could just do things the easy way? Alright, do I have a picture of the 7-league boon? Pages. Just the preview. Always gotta overdo things. Always gotta overshoot the mark. Technology, do as I say, the way that I say it. There we go. Oh boy. Okay. Perkify. No, not what I meant to click. We're fine. Okay. So. I'm actually going to change up what we're looking at here. Oh boy. Let's hope this goes the way I want. No, I didn't want to open that file. Jesus Christ. Could you... Jerk face. Listen. Look it. go. Okay. We've got these two images available. Percathy. And now we can start doing this thing. Christ, why do I have so many colors? See. I thought there was a like a okay, that's what I want. I want like a texture thing so that they look doesn't look quite so cartoon. No, cartoon. No. Almost. I need to do that because it is spring. Why isn't there a texture fill? Okay. Okay. That I can live with. That I can live with for now. On the site, that could be tricky. Yeah. No. No. Not right. This is best. Oh, there we go. How about that? Okay. That is so awkward. Let's not do that, Rose. There. That feels better. Let's do a test, see how it looks. Before we add the other picture and get crazy. So it looks, okay, it's just a little tricky to see it all. That, and then you can like, so, oh, so that's what that is. Okay. It's just, you don't get control over how it looks over the social, over the different devices. But it is visible over the different devices. And hey, I have my book in the hero image. That's a win. do I have it put as over here? Right, okay. Wonder. I can just take a picture of textures like I did for these. I can just do that in the future. The cornflower, as a tussie mussy, is a flower symbolizing growth and healing. And as you shrink the window, it adjusts the image. Sweet. Cool, 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 cool. All right. That's the home. Books, we're gonna hold off on the about section. Oxys. subscribe. Cool beans. Or it'll remind me again and again and again. It's fine. Well, let's just... I don't know. There should be... Okay. Spider spiders are dumb. There. No. Almost. That's her last name, right? Yeah. Claire Phillips. That's right. Perfect name for a character. She has perfect clarity of who she is and how she is going to be who she wants to be. Every step along the way. do this. I can write the rest of this bio. It starts off fun, and it gets progressively worse. No, I need samples. Oh, I need samples. I need guidelines. Check our contributor notes here. just to make yourself sound interesting and professional. Don't have enough from it. Number 3, you don't list it. I have to think about what I'm writing here, and while I do that, I'm going to go ahead and like a blog post just to help. Try to open up some of these gears, like what is going on. Oh my Christmas.
here's something that could help your head just feel that little bit better, crazykins. Your freaking glasses. Okay. You know what? You know what? You know what? Because nobody's going to be able to see it quite yet. But, in the meantime, I'll be able to do this, which is come back over here, do a thing. This one, because I bookmarked my own thing, so I'd be able to find it later.
which I highly recommend for everyone. All right, it is 11:01, so I'm gonna pop into whatchamacallit, this mode, my intro rap mode, and open up the chats from YouTube and Twitch. So here we are. All right, what did I get done today? I posted today's lesson on branding. I shared that lesson on Facebook. I buffered some Narratemes to make sure that the lessons that have been published on Inkshares get shared publicly so that people see them and might be interested in them. Then I went to edit the lesson on rescue, and my head is still out of it. This is day 6 of my period being late, and it does mess with your head when things are just that little bit out of whack with how your body is dealing with itself, and therefore allowing you to deal with things, because your brain and your body, it's all interconnected. And so I'm trying to get done all the things that I know when my period actually starts, given how late it already is, there will be pain. And so I'm trying to do anything that is physically tiring before that happens. That way I can just kind of zonk out for the duration. So my brain is just all over the place, because my brain, like, this is, I'm 6 days late for when I'm just supposed to have spent just a day sleeping. Like, 6 days ago, I was supposed to log off on my morning writing and then just spend the rest of the day comatose, and that did not happen. So, like, I'm continuously at the edge of that complete exhaustion that usually happens just for day 1, and then I come back for the first, just for the first 24 hours, I'm just exhausted and useless. And so I'm like right at the verge of that uselessness. And so my brain doesn't know what to do. So went to edit that. I reread the lessons leading right up to it, which I usually do before I edit a lesson to make sure that things are cohesive and that things gel well. And I just couldn't figure it out. So I worked today on better-storytelling.com, which is my central website, my central site as an author, Better Storytelling. That term being part of is the continuous end goal for anything that I happen to be creating. And so it's why I, in my philosophy, hinge on this phrase of a better world through better storytelling. And so I worked on, and so that's what I named the site, because that's a lot easier to spell than your music. I love my name. I love it. But it is a tricky one. It does not make things easy on people. I know. I know that it doesn't make things easy on people. There are several stories of, like, people can't even pronounce our name a lot of the time. Mostly when they don't know any of us. And correcting salespeople when they call the house. Or in the 6th grade, I got an award at the county science fair, which was held at Ohio University in Athens, Ohio, which is a beautiful little campus. Oh my God. Visiting there, I was like, I need to go to college someday just so I can be in a place that is this pretty, because clearly all colleges are this pretty, right? Child logic. But I got an award, and the guy was calling my name Rosemary and I just yelled, "Your music!" as I was walking down toward the stage. I just yelled it toward the stage. And my dad starts screaming, cheering, because not only did I get an award, but I was like, your music was like my battle cry. It was just hilarious. And I did that on my college commencement too. I mean, not the yelling bit, but I did, when the woman completely mispronounced my entire name, I did lean over the podium into the mic and say, "Rosemary, your music," and just, correct the situation. Just so rude, but like in the moment, I just, no. I fought really, really hard to get through school, to get to the point of college commencement. I worked so hard, and so much money goes into a college education, and there was no way I was going to go through my college commencement without my name being properly said for everyone to hear. Rosemary Jermusic graduated, not Rosemary Jermusk. Rosemary Jermusic. Like, that might be an actual person somewhere, but it's not me. They do not get to take credit for my work. So I do that. I'm a silly goose when it comes to my name. And so yeah, I worked on that site, and I wrote a blog post for Medium when I was working on, my brain's not fully in it today, so I figure working on the website with better-storytelling would be a little easier, because anything that does need to get written is being pulled from things that have been written before. I've written artist statements and artist bios for myself before, and so I'm just trying to bring that all to a head now. And so I do have the artist bio that I created, which is a combination of a couple of different bios that I've had in the past, and then taking one final look at the contributor notes, which have artist bios for everyone who's in this issue of Fairy Tale Review, which is something they do in every issue of Fairy Tale Review, which is a beautiful magazine. So using that as a sort of jumping off point for my own bio, and then trying to write a brief version of my philosophy, something that just encapsulates what it is I'm aiming for, without having to write my entire manifesto, even though I do have planned on the site that the entire manifesto is going to go on there. So it's just trying to find a way to encapsulate that just right, just next to the artist bio. It's like, so here is me and my personality, and here is the thread, the underlying thread that connects all my work. The reason that my site is called Better Storytelling instead of my name. So yeah, that's what I worked on today. It's just doing what I can do while my head is in this state. I'm not at my best, and I know I'm not. And I'm gonna do some more housework, because that'll just be some nice steady work, and just try to get my brain clear. So that is the goal there, and it happens. It happens. You go through these energy fluxes, and it's just not supposed to last this long. I don't like being late. I don't want to be late. I want to be on time. I want to be on time and just doing the things that I need to do. Anyway, so that is my portion of the wrap up. Now I'm looking at the chat to see if there's anything that anybody got done. Nobody contributed to the chat over on YouTube, no problem. Over on Twitch, and I really wish two things about Twitch chat. One, that you could close the window and reopen it, and all the previous chatting that's been going on for however long someone's been live streaming would be at least up to a couple of hours, be available for you to scroll up and see if there's anything you missed, right? I wish that was a thing. That's not a thing. So I wish that, and I also wish, and this is something I wish for YouTube's chat as well in the live streaming, is that I wish they had some kind of timestamp system for whatchamacallit, that they had a timestamp system so that you can see when things were posted, because we've been at this for 2 hours now, and I have 2 comments here on Twitch. I don't know when they were sent, and it says that nobody is currently watching on Twitch, which is totally fine, but it says Silent Willow says, oh dear, looks like inspiration has fled the building. And because it doesn't have a timestamp, I can't click the video and figure out where exactly they mean that to have occurred. I can't go back at any point and double check. It's like, oh yeah, that's what I was talking about just a minute ago with regards to this particular thing. And it's not inspiration has flooded the building. I have lots of ideas. I cannot, maybe, okay. Oh, so I can message. Oh, Silent Willow says, oh dear, it looks like inspiration has fled the building. Actually, I'm 6 days late for my period. So I have lots of ideas. I just don't have the proper energy to focus them and put them into words as quickly as I would during other points, as I would at other times during my cycle. Oh. and I should put in parentheses, context, you commented, "Oh dear, looks like inspiration has fled the building." Also, this person clearly hasn't been following me very long, because inspiration, if you're going to look at inspiration as an entity, in my opinion, you should look at it in terms of the genius or the daemon, but also as your subconscious mind, that your subconscious mind is your genius, is your daemon, is your wellspring of wisdom and inspiration. So that's how I view inspiration, is my daemon, my genius, my subconscious mind, who I named Brenna after my mother told me that she had actually originally intended to name me Brenna, and as soon as she said that, suddenly, like, my subconscious mind, who I'd been getting to know more and more and more over the years, suddenly her form started to really, her presence started to crystallize. Not her form, not her features, not any sort of details about any appearance, but just this, her presence seemed suddenly, "Oh, there you are. Oh, you're the one who's been here the whole time." It was this kind of a moment as soon as my mother said that name and said that had originally been intended for me. Amichaim or Amichaim? Amichaim or Amika M. Amika I am? Amichaim? I don't know how to pronounce this name. Happens. I do not speak all the languages. I wish I did. And I do have hopes of someday just like plowing through all of Duolingo and learning all the languages. But that's not the case as yet. How'd it go? Went well. Got a lot done on the site. storytelling.com, but you can get more details about my progress today by looking for the video archive at http://bit.ly/R Rose J your music morning writing 1.058 and skipping about 2 hours in, since that's when I do the daily wrap-up chat. Awesome! And now that I know how to whisper to people / send them messages, when they disappear like this, not disappear, but when they chat and then go away, because people have lives. I don't know what's going on at other people's ends of the screens. It's a weekday morning. It's almost lunchtime, you know. People have things to do. I get that. Still nothing on YouTube. Totally cool. And there's no new chat items in Twitch, which is totally fine. And I've already given you my full wrap-up for the day. Did a little ranting about that. Spoke aloud as I responded to chat items here on Twitch, which is not actually which is not a chat option on YouTube. When you click on somebody's name, you can't send them a message. You can only message people via YouTube when they're on a live chat or if you're commenting on one of their videos. And a lot of people who comment, and the few people who chat on my YouTube, and it's mostly the one person at this time, they don't have videos on their profile that I can comment on. So inspiration did not flee the building as suggested by Silent Willow. Inspiration, Brenna, is always here. It's always here, unless she's here, and then I just kind of drift like in and out over. It's weird. I'm not gonna go into a full explanation of it. Anyway, she's always here. It's not a matter of whether or not she's here. It's a matter of whether or not I have the energy and I have the ability to focus in that moment, and to help those ideas crystallize. And it all just happens so much slower right before my period, and especially on like the day before, the day of, and the day after my period starting. So those 3 days tend to be the shakiest, the first day being the worst. But because I am late, everything's just getting befuddled. Everything. But it'll be okay. It'll be okay. A late period cannot last forever. It can't. It has to come back sometime. And in the meantime, I'm going to get housework done because that doesn't require a lot of thinking. It just requires doing. And I can do that. So I will see you tomorrow for tomorrow's morning writing, and I'll probably just be doing more work on better-storytelling.com, other streamlining items, trying to just have everything fit together and be a nice, pleasant experience for everyone who interacts with me online. Because as a writer, I have a responsibility to those who I would like to call readers. I have a responsibility to anyone I would call a reader to be respectful of your time, to be respectful of your energy, your efforts, and just, my number one skill as a writer is world building. Should I not be applying that skill to my online presence? I don't think so. It should totally be applied. It should all fit together like a puzzle. Oh yeah. I'm doing this. It's happening. I just need my period to start so I can cycle back into having more energy for it and really, 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 really think things through. I'll see you tomorrow for our usual writing time, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard. It's 2 hours of writing time where the screen looks like this, but you wouldn't see that video. You would see whatever it is I happen to be working on. And like here's the outline for what's going to go on with this site, and then I just have to double check that everything I link to, everything comes back full circle in a way and just does what it needs to be doing. Yeah, so you'll see what I'm working on, and I set up the window to take up the whole screen so that there's nothing distracting me. I do not look at the chat while I'm writing. And then at the end of the 2 hours, there is the wrap-up chat, and that's where I tell you what I did during the 2 hours in case you weren't here for the whole thing, and where I look in the chat boxes on YouTube and on Twitch, and I respond. Whether you were telling me about projects that you were working on during the 2 hours and sharing in the accountability, woohoo! Whether you were looking at what I was writing and had comments to say about that, if you had any questions or something else that needed some kind of clarification, and I comment here in this chat time, and well, on Twitch, I can now click on your name, like over here. I can click on your name, and there's the whisper option, and I can, oh, I forgot to give this guy context. context, you commented on my live stream. How did it go? Did that not send again? Are you kidding me? Ooh, technology! Context. You commented. How did it go on my live stream? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh. Okay. And that's the timer. I've officially reached the end of my time because I've been just confusing myself and tired and not thinking as squarely as I could because late period, hormones, mind-body connection, everything gets confused. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow from 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for 2 hours of writing accountability, followed by a wrap-up chat where I tell you what I did in case you weren't here for the whole time and respond to literally every single comment on Twitch and on YouTube. Though on YouTube, I can't do the whisper thing that I just showed you on Twitch. It doesn't let me do that. I don't know why. I will see you tomorrow. Good journey, my friends.